I'll be running for president of the United States. And we have states. And they're united. Yeah, because think about it. States should be united. And all the states now, well, they have a president to preside over them. Oh, that's good. And think about everything that we see and that we haven't seen yet in order to reside and live in those states. But the question stands, who will unite these United States? Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Let's be honest, there's a very bright and amazing future ahead of that young woman that's impersonating Kamala, not Kamala herself. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name's Luke Radowski here of wearechange.org, and there's a lot of absolutely Kamala-tastic news to get into today, as, of course, the situation just got switched up on the American people as the Obamas are making a very severe move, as a lot of people are not buying what the Democratic Party establishment is selling. Lots of bizarre questions about what's going on right now. What just happened to the latest Secret Service meetings about their blunder? Well, was it a blunder or was it something else? I think it's something else. As we have a lot of shakeups this election cycle, and it's definitely going to be shaken up that much more, as there's also a lot of very serious questions about the economy, as there's also a company doing some really awesome things that we're going to be talking about in just a little bit, all here on this independent media broadcast. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you could exclusively get it on lukeunfiltered.com. Every new person that subscribes means at least one treat for Atlas that I missed dearly during all my trips, as of course the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast was done by the extremely talented Esti Palti. She's incredible and absolutely deserves way more followers than she has right now, as of course she is the Kamala Harris impersonator, and she is incredibly funny. If you haven't subscribed to her, now's definitely the time to do it. Check her amazing work out in the description of this video, so you could go follow her, and you're going to want to, because there's going to be a lot from her in the next coming few days and months, as Kamala Harris has officially filed and said that she agrees to be running for the presidency of the United States, as a lot of people still have a lot of questions like, where's Joe Biden? What happened to him? He's not around anywhere. He hasn't been seen since a couple days ago, as he is allegedly self-isolating in Delaware after allegedly being sick from an illness that he said he would get when he conveniently would drop out. As a lot of people are saying, there's a lot of serious questions since, of course, this announcement was made through Twitter. He literally released a letter without the presidential seal with a signature that a lot of people were questioning, announcing that he was dropping out. As a lot of people are saying, why didn't he wait until he was able to make the announcement himself and not through a letter, as there's a lot of oddities here. As some people are saying that he still hasn't found out yet that he dropped out. Why didn't he release a video? People are saying, yeah, he's sick, but he could have waited to address the American people directly, which I think would have been the appropriate thing to do here. As of course, he also officially, allegedly endorsed Kamala Harris, as a lot of people are saying they're not buying that he's even sick. As very interestingly, a lot of very top Democrats like Gavin Newsom, Hillary Clinton, all led the charge and officially endorsed Kamala Harris. Elizabeth Warren did as well as some other representatives from Congress and the Senate. But very interestingly, the Obamas didn't. Joe Manchin's even talking about doing a contested selection process at the Democratic National Convention, as the comments from the Obamas really are very different from everyone else, as Elon Musk has decided to share this particular video of the current Vice President of the United States, soon to be maybe the next President of the United States, with a caption, quote, "Imagine 4 years of this."
Good afternoon. I want to welcome these leaders
for coming in to have this very important discussion about some of the most pressing issues of our time. I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit. And
Woo! Yeah. 4 years of that. That's not going to be boring, at least, right? As Axios previously reported how the Vice President of the United States deals with a lot of anxiety, especially when it comes to having dinner with other people. Yes, you heard that correctly. As another person having anxiety right now is the current head of the United States Secret Service that is being questioned by members of Congress right now. And she's finding it very difficult to actually answer questions. As I think it's fair to say that there's going to be more questions raised from all of this than answered, as already we're not getting a lot of concrete answers to what is really going on here. As the head of the Secret Service is answering a lot of the questions by saying that there's a, quote, ongoing investigation as the federal government is investigating the federal government's own failures and probably will not be successful. As a lot of people are trying to blame just accidents, mistakes, Swiss cheese. As other people are saying there probably was something a little bit more sinister here that we probably won't be getting the answers to in quite a bit of time. As billionaire Bill Ackman has a lot of his own kind of questions about this particular event. As it's fair to say here that a lot of this kind of uncertainty, a lot of these major shakeups politically last minute, undemocratically, not only bring a lot of instability to our society, but also a lot of instability to our current economic financial future, which there's some very serious questions about. And that's why in this particular video, we wanted to tell you about one of the companies that we have decided to work with directly, and that is Alaska Energy Metals. And soon you will find out why we decided to work with them, as of course this is a win-win for everyone, including them, us, you, as they are traded on many different stock markets and provide you a very unique opportunity to check them out and potentially work with them yourselves. As this company, Alaska Energy Metals, AKEMF, is down to 77% since November, as in the making of this video. It was sharing at about 10 cents a share. And that's one of the reasons why I'm showing you this opportunity to you. As Alaskan Energy Metals owns a nickel project in Alaska, as of course nickel is a key component in EV batteries, and of course many other tech products, as Reuters even reported previously how Elon Musk was urging miners to please mine more nickel. This as Tesla has been boosting production, working closely with the Trump campaign, as of course Forbes is also reporting how Trump's anti-EV stance has, quote, evolved as Elon Musk is trying to woo him over and is heavily investing into, of course, the Donald Trump potential presidency. A presidency that is echoed on the campaign trail with the slogan, drill, 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 as of course Elon Musk is now committing around $45 million a month for a pro-Trump super PAC every month until this presidential election. This as currently the United States imports 100% of the nickel it consumes. Indonesia and China control 71% of the global nickel market. And according to the U.S. Department of Energy Critical Minerals report, nickel is at the highest level of criticality. The supply risk is coupled with its importance makes nickel really critical to our country, and Alaska Energy Metals has a nickel project on U.S. soil. Other companies spent millions of dollars on drilling on this site, but the nickel price plummeted. The company that owned the land stopped paying fees, and the government took over the land. Alaskan Energy Metals CEO Greg Byshire swooped in, acquired the mineral rights for just $400,000, and an additional $2 million, he bought all the historic exploration data that cost $36 million to create through research and development by the two previous landowners. So for $2.4 million, Alaska Energy Metals came to own this project that is worth tens of millions of dollars, as of course they own a lot of different very exciting projects, as they own the Eureka deposit, which is situated on the Nikolai project. The Eureka deposit contains on an engineering basis at mineral resources estimated of 3.6 billion pounds of nickel at the indicated higher confidence category and 4.2 billion pounds at the inferred category. You can add it up. That's more than 8 billion pounds of nickel that resource is worth. As Alaska Energy Metals has a market cap of $13 million, they have 8.2 billion pounds of resources, so their price per pound is just about 0.016 cents per pound of nickel, as Canadian nickel is worth 7.3 times more per pound than Alaskan Energy Metals. In other words, Alaska Energy Metals nickel is 84% cheaper than their main chief competitive rival. As of course, I love precious metals since, of course, there's a direct use for them compared to, of course, the monopoly money circus that we currently have unfolding right now in our financial system. As, of course, the Federal Reserve and its interest rates have made it very difficult for the average consumer, the average human being to make it by in this economy. As we're circling back to the Federal Reserve's plan to cut interest rates, which of course will help all commodities. Gold has already jumped and it's trading close to an all-time high. As a lot of this timing is absolutely unbelievable and the perfect setup for, in my opinion, Alaska Energy Metals, especially with the potential of a Donald Trump presidency that would expand the drilling of natural resources and precious metals that are essential for our society, as of course nickel is the metal that is considered the most critical risk to the United States government, as the United States literally imports all of it. It's critical for electric vehicles and a bunch of other tech products. The company is trading at an all-time low. Their nickel deposits are 84% cheaper than its competitors. The company has no debt, no risk of bankruptcy, and they just beefed up their management with 3 incredible people from the industry that have just joined their company because they understand the opportunity that's laid out in front of them with this particular company. And that's one reason out of many reasons why we decided to officially partner with them, work with them, and tell you about this specific company, since they also wanted to specifically work with us. So that's awesome. That's incredible. I like to support companies that support me and are a no-brainer. And that's why we put more information about this particular company in the description below, along with their tickers, which you could check them out right now down in the description below. This, as it's fair to say that regardless of whoever wins the presidency of the United States, larger questions still loom about our financial future, as diversifying your wealth, in my opinion, is one of the right moves to make during these very key, unstable, crazy, unpredictable times. Times that are absolutely going to get more unstable, more unpredictable. Strap in, as of course this ride is just beginning. I hope you guys are ready for what's coming next. And if you enjoyed the video that I just did right now, click like, click share, click subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys watching, liking, subscribing, and because you guys do all of that, this is why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on youtube.com/wearechange.